Tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, the maintenance will start, and it finishes at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This update is going to bring Chapter 19, including Dark Riviera and Light Thedas, as well as the new Crest boss, Shrine of Tribulation. Jumping right into it, Dark Riviera slots are going to be a 5-star magic, 5-star support, and 4-star magic. Pretty decent slots, nothing too crazy. For her skill, it has a 13-second CT, and for 6 seconds, it reduces the enemy's damage resist by 20%. Pretty okay actually, and it'll allow the team to put out a little bit more damage. For her arts, it does 16,000 dark damage physical, and for 30 seconds, it reduces the enemy's dark resist by 20%, and it's stackable. If it's used during Magia Drive, it activates Magia Drive Unlimited. When in Magia Drive Unlimited, it instead reduces the enemy's dark resist by 40%, and it's also stackable. This is definitely interesting since in Magia Unlimited, you could theoretically stack over 120% dark resist down on the boss pretty consistently. It's also a plus versus Earth Rosetta since it only takes 1 art to enter Magia Unlimited rather than 2. Overall, could be seeing quite a bit of use. For her true art, for 180 seconds, she enters Magia Drive. It does 60,000 dark damage magic, and for 20 seconds, increases all allies' arts by 3 a second, and reduces enemies' magic resist by 60%. It's type B archgen as well. This true art is quite strong considering that she's giving 80 arts to the team and lowering the magic resist of the enemy by 60%. In a sense, this is the opposite of 12th gen Mizuki's true art, since it's magic resist down instead of physical resist. The only thing holding it back though, I would say, is that the fact that it's type B archgen. This means that she's competing with units such as Emperor, Haruto, or Juno in place as an archgen. For her passives, she increases damage to demons by 50% during Magia Drive. She also increases all allies' arts by 3 a second in Magia Unlimited, which is type EX archgen, and she also has 90% paralysis resistance. The damage to demons is nice, and the paralyzed resist is whatever really, but the main attraction is the Magia Unlimited passive, since it provides the team with an infinite 3 archgen a second, and it's type EX too. This is insanely good since this means that even if she ends up being on a team with another type B archgen, she can still give a good amount of archgen to the team. And on team where she's the main type B archgen, she'll basically give the team 7 arts a second on her true art. For her true weapon, it's a 5-star magic and has a 50-second CT. For 20 seconds, it increases dark damage by 70%. A pretty high damage buff for dark units, and it will allow her to do a bit more damage, or really any dark unit with a 5-star magic. The true weapon passives include that when equipped by Dark Riviera, she increases her skill CT by 30% and arts by 100 at the start of the quest. It also has a passive 10% magic resist. Definitely the best item for Riviera's magic slot since it'll boost her from needing 500 arts to be fully built up to only 400. Definitely worth a pickup if you do happen to pull her. Overall, definitely an interesting supporter. She seems like she'll shine on magic comps, even more so on dark magic teams, since she can stack the dark resist down on art. She'll pair really well with units like Ainz or even Juno, since Dark Riviera has the type EX archgen passively. Definitely the best unit on the banner, although not really worth chasing for. A single 50 is more than enough, since we have War God Fen coming around the corner. Moving on to Light Thedas, his slots are 2 5-star physicals and a 4-star heal. For DPS, these are not that great to be honest. For his skill, it has a 10-second CT and increases his own arts by 10. This is whatever since it's only providing him with a passive 1 arts a second, which is quite small compared to most other units who have arts gauge skills. For his arts, it does 17,000 light damage physical, and if it's used during Magia Drive, he enters Magia Unlimited. During Magia Unlimited, it has the added effect of increasing all allies' physical damage by 80% for 25 seconds. Kind of weird since if he isn't in Magia Drive, the art won't have an effect at all, but besides from that, the 80% AoE physical damage is quite nice. For his true art, he enters Magia Drive for 120 seconds, and during Magia Drive, it does 100,000 light damage physical. Really weird that it has no effect, but it is quite a high multiplier, pretty similar to Saitama, although Saitama is a bit higher than Thedas. Definitely gonna be doing an okay amount of damage. For his passives, during Magia Drive, he increases his own attack and defense by 50%. During Magia Unlimited, he increases his own crit rate by 150%, and he also increases his accuracy by 20%. The attack and defense boosts are pretty nice to be honest, and the 150% crit rate is really good as well. even though this means he can crit on normal stages, even on stages that have 100% crit resistance, such as Ganon. This'll mean he still has a 50% chance to crit. Pretty nice since he won't need a crit buffer, and the accuracy up will help a little with hitting higher evasion bosses, although not by a lot. For his true weapon, it's a 5-star physical, and for 20 seconds, increases own light damage by 70%. This is actually quite a large damage buff for light units, and its duration being at 20 seconds means that there's a chance 2 true arts can benefit from it before their buff runs out. For the true weapon passives, when equipped by light Thedas, he gets 2 arts a second and 100% paralysis and freeze resist. It also increases skill damage by 20%. The arts is nice to have, although I think the immediate 100 arts at start like Dark Riviera would have been better, and the skill damage is whatever really. A pretty high damage buff on the active effect, but not really needed at all. It's more so a luxury since the passives aren't too great. Overall, for as much as it takes to get him fully built, he doesn't offer much back to the team. The 80% AoE physical damage is nice, but it's gonna take him 500 arts to do his first true art while in Magia Unlimited, which is gonna take a while. At least Dark Riviera starts to give everyone 3 arts a second when she enters Magia Unlimited. Overall, he seems quite mediocre though, and I'm sure that on the right teams and support he could definitely put up some high numbers since he has a high multiplier, crit, and 50% attack, but we'll have to see how well he actually does when he releases. Not at all worth chasing unless you just like his character. For the rest of the update, we're going to be getting a new Sunday Extreme Crest called Shrine of Tribulation. The crests are Ebony Terror and Crimson Terror. They each increase either magic or physical equip CT by 5% at level 4 and 7% at 4+. They also increase defense by 90 at level 4 and 100 at a 4+. Not really worth it for all the amount of trouble the stage is going to be, especially since a level 4 equip CT crest is more than this. The only units I can think of these actually being useful on is a Fire Orville or Light Sistina that has a double crest. If they have both equip CT and one of these crests 4+, that'll mean they'll have a total of 20% innate equip CT. That's all there is for the update. The banner isn't the greatest, although Dark Riviera would be a really good pickup. Don't spend more than a guaranteed 50 since next chapter we're getting War of Fen. Good luck to anyone summoning, and I'll see you later.